everyone, it's Alicia, also known as Valkylie, and today we're doing Sandshrew makeup. Woo! It's just been a lot of yellow. You know what I mean? It'll continue to be a lot of yellow because we have Sandshrew and then Slash coming up. So, can I? Oh my god. This one, my bobby pins, I can put my bangs back. It's also, I think this is the latest I filmed in a while. It's like 6 o'clock right now, but you know. Okay, so now we're going to do the usual of using the Daily Aveeno Moisturizing Lotion. And I'm going to put this on my face because I have not moisturized my face yet today. I should have done that a long time ago, but it's whatever. Also, after I'm done with my makeup and all my YouTube videos, like when I, get my thumbnail and edit and convert the video, when the video is converting and all that and uploading, I'm going to be applying fake nails because I need to practice for when it's time for cosplay, which I will be doing like a general cosplay makeup tutorial pretty soon. Because my Tori one, I didn't really like that, but I'm going to keep it up, but I'm going to say revised makeup tutorial. Which, I mean, I treat most characters the same in how I do, like, the eye shape. But that's what this video is about. Alright, I'm using the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. This, I'm gonna just have to get the last of it out because the jar is empty. There ain't nothing left. Ain't nothing left in it. And now I'm going to move on to a new one, and I will let you guys know how that works out for me in the next video, because I'll be using it for about a week. I requested for my employer to remove me off of working Mondays, because I told her Mondays bore me, because it's like the slowest day of the week by far, and I don't like that. I don't like it to be slow. There's no point in me coming into work if we're going to be slow. Why am I here? I'm here to make money. I'm a server. I make $5.54 an hour. I'd like to make a little bit more than that. You know what I mean? Okay, so now I'm back. I had to grab my eyeshadow palette. All right, e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, of course. Alright, grab it. Jesus, break everything, why don't I? Alright, I'm going to take and I'm going to tap it underneath my eye and kind of right here and bring it down some. So I finally got back on my Kindle because I had like some ebooks and stuff on there, and I have like something that I can use for my library for like ebooks and stuff, because it's a little bit hard to physically go to the library because there's not really a lot. But anywho, I'm reading a book right now. It's called Substitute, and it's about, I'm taking this like soft lips thing. My coworker got it for me because I needed chapstick, and it was at Dollar Tree because I lost mine, and my lips are just really drying out right now, like really, really bad. But anyways, it's about a guy who, he decides to be like a substitute teacher, and he talks about 23 or 22 different days. I'm on his first day, and like, cause he kind of gives a little bit of introduction of like why he's doing it, which he said, I wanted to write a book about teaching, and the best way to figure out like schools and students and teaching is to substitute teach, and then interview some like full-time teachers and stuff. And I was like, you smart, bro. Alright, now I'm going to tap underneath my eyes like this. Gross. Oh, I'm probably going to start recording a little bit later again on Mondays because I donate plasma, or sell my plasma more so is actually what I do for money, because I'm trying to save up for certain things, which things are supposed to be showing up soon. They aren't, but they're supposed to be. My hairs are growing out underneath my eyebrows again. I gotta pluck them. I was gonna try to pluck them. I got a couple of hairs, but you see it's kind of turning red. I'm gonna wait until after washing my face tonight. Alright, now that I've put that on, I'm going to set that on. Set the primer and the stuff. I'm just going to focus on my T-zone mostly, where I put the primer, and then I'll just dust some over the rest of my face. And I'm using the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder. It's a pressed powder. I'm not that big of a fan of pressed powders. I do have a loose powder that I will, it's a Wet n Wild powder. I'm going to try it out. I mean, obviously I will once I finish this off, but I need to finish this off before I can do all that. Oh, don't worry about my laundry hampers behind me. I need to fold and put my laundry away, but, you know. I had to study for an exam today. I passed it. Barely, but I passed it. And that's all that matters. A C is better than any other grade. It could have been worse. Let's put it that way. Could have been worse. Alright, now I'm going to take the Healthy foundation from Physicians Formula in shade LN3. I lied. I'm not going to do that first. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to use my Wet n Wild little trio with my yellow color corrector. I'm going to take some of my finger and I'm just going to tap it underneath my eye just to give like a wash of yellow. And then I will, you know, do the rest of it. Do the foundation and all that. I know what I mean. And I know what I'm going to do for the eye look as well for Sandshrew. Like, I know what I'm going to do. It's going to be a little annoying because it's going to be a bunch of yellow. You know what I mean? It's going to be a bunch of yellow looks for just a little while. Because it was Pikachu, and then after that it was Sand and Raichu, and then it was Sandshrew and Sandslash. Which those are heavily, you know, yellow Pokemon. So it's just a little bit of yellow. That's going to be some blues and purples, and it's, I don't know. But I really do like this challenge. I think it's fun so far. And I've noticed I'm willing to take more risks and stuff when it comes to makeup looks. I am doing something a little safe today, but Sandshrew isn't a super, you could say, like, crazy in design Pokemon. He's a very simple in design Pokemon. He, you know, is very neutral and, like, just, he looks like the ground. That's, like, kind of his thing. He looks like clay when it's, you know, like when, like, dirt kind of, like, dries and, like, kind of breaks apart. I think, and he's trying to, like, he's also like an armadillo. That, too. Duh. He's like an armadillo. So he's supposed to look like a sandy armadillo. He's Sandshrew. A sandy armadillo. It's, like, all he is. I don't know if you guys have ever seen, like, dirt that, like, kind of breaks like that. That's what I kind of think about when I see him. It's, like, I mean, I grew up in the Carolinas. Californias now. The Carolinas for a little while, and that and Georgia clay are very well known for doing all that. Right. And this might seem like a lot of this foundation, but It's really not. It's really not. It's quite mild, honestly. All right. So now I'm going to take this sponge. It's the e.l.f. sponge. I figured out which one it was. And I really like this sponge. I don't know. This foundation isn't super heavy. That's the one thing I will say about it. So if you like full coverage, this is definitely not the foundation for you. It is buildable. You can definitely do that. But if you want one swipe full coverage, there's that Juvia's Place foundation that is just, it's crazy thick. It's super duper full coverage. It's like Nikki Tutorial's favorite foundation. It's pretty good for its price. I mean, there's that Dermacool foundation, which is like actually just theater makeup. There's a bunch of theater kids that like, I know from high school, they're like, dude, that's just theater makeup. What do you mean? It's like not a new thing to know. It's just theater makeup. Because I was like, oh yeah, there's like this foundation. It's like Dermacool. And they're like, what? You mean like, it's like a paste essentially? Yeah. It's theater makeup. It's cover everything. I was like, oh dang. Oh, diggity dang. Now I'm just applying a little bit more on like kind of the center of my face. That's kind of where I want it to be a little more, you know, full coverage. Even though I'm not going anywhere today, but I typically don't go anywhere when I wear foundation anyways, because I'd have to put a mask on over it, and I don't have that many masks to just like, you know, destroy certain ones. I have 3 masks. I have a Halloween mask that I really like. I want to get a Christmas one, but the lady that used to make them, that came to my work all the time, hasn't been there the last few times. And then I have just like this kind of blue and like purple kind of tie-dye looking one, and then I just have like a normal, like the blue standard mask. You know, I have it from work just in case I forget one of my other ones. I'm going to take this LA Girl Pro Concealer, and we're going to use that for contouring. I'm going to take, and I'm going to draw under here, here, do a couple of lines right here, 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 and then I'm going to take this, and I'm going to bring it halfway to where I want it to go, because it'll blend out the rest of the way. And then a little bit right there, and then I'm going to make my JoJo nose. Now we're going to blend it all out. And I start on my neck, of course. And I kind of go like this. Then blend my way down. And you see how there's some pimples like kind of poking through? I'm just going to let them be there. Because I've realized, you know, I used to be like, when I was a teenager, I was like, oh my god, acne. People can see acne. Let me pound a bunch of makeup on top of it. People can still see it. I mean, there's ways. I used to take like the little pot concealers and stuff. There was like this, it was like this NYX one that I used to use. It was like a little black pot. I would put it on top of all my pimples, and I'd just let it sit there while I did like the eyes or whatever for my makeup. And then your nose is going to look a little dirty when you do this, but it's okay. And I would, you know, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I would let that like sit until I was done doing like the rest of my face. And then when you put your foundation on top of it and just pat your foundation in, guess what? It doesn't, you know, it doesn't show them anymore. And it's like, but why did I care so much? I mean, everyone has them. Everyone has blemishes. Everyone gets them. It's not a uniquely me thing. Everyone gets them. I mean, they go away after a while. I feel something on my face. This is why I wish. It doesn't matter how often I brush my cats or how often I vacuum my house. There's always cat hair. Forever and always. Forever and always cat hair. Okay, now I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer that somehow is still going so strong. I'm going to put that right here. Put it right here. Dip back in. I mean, it takes a little while to cover everything, but I mean, I just get a bunch of product. Tap a little bit on my nose, bring it up the bridge, and onto my forehead. Then some on my chin, then swirl around and put some right here and right across here. And then when we put the lipstick on top of it, it'll make our lips look really nice. That's been a trick that I've used for, I don't know, a couple of weeks now. For a little while. I mean, I learned about it and I was like, no, I don't think I'm going to. And then I did it one time when I was just screwing around doing makeup. And I really loved it. And I've kind of loved it ever since, kind of thing. And then I'm going to slightly just like tap out that. And blend out underneath my eyes. I used to do like the crazy bunch of concealer, but then I started watching Robert Welsh, and he was like, no, you don't need all that here, just, you know, and in the video he said the people that do this, just try it a couple of times. And I was like, dang, this man's right. This man knew. Wow, who could have guessed? 13 years of experience actually means something. Instead of like, never mind. I'm gonna keep, no. Mm-mm. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna keep it to myself. So, I'm going to set, now, I like pack a bunch of powder onto particular areas, like right here. Pretty much anywhere that I like contoured and concealed and like highlighted and stuff. I'm going to pack a bunch of powder right there to make sure it stays. Which is something that's going to be so weird. Okay, so I'm going to be going to Pensacon in 2021, which is in February. And it's going to be weird to cosplay without doing my foundation, because I mean you're gonna have to wear a mask. I don't know if people are going to expect Pensacon to make you wear a mask, but they're going to. Because I don't know how many people that watched me from my Pensacon 2020 experience video I had, but we will have to wear masks. I mean, they made us do it at the Halloween event, and this stuff is not going to disappear because, you know, now everything that's related to science is a political opinion. For some reason. Everything is a political opinion now, but instead of the safety of you and everybody else around you, is now a political opinion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this e.l.f., but I'm going to take these two shades, and I'm going to just kind of just tap into them a little bit, and I'll slowly work it into my skin for the kind of blush I would like. Anyways, yeah, so they will be making, and I know they will heavily, like, mandate that. Because I don't know if you guys have ever seen Pensacon, but it's sardine. That's how bad it is. It's like packing a bunch of sardines. I think there will be a line to get into the like dealer's room. I feel like they're gonna have to find a good system for that. I think it's going to have to I want to hold my brush a little bit farther now, just kind of buff it in a little bit. I feel, and see, my pimples kind of showing through because I'm buffing off all the powder. But I think they're going to have to make it so only a certain amount of people can be in and out. And so when you're in there, you have to make it kind of worth your time kind of thing. So it's like, okay, these are all the different, and I feel like there might be like, okay, let group 1 through. Okay, you guys have 30 minutes to get through this area. And you zoom around, try to see what you want, which I know what I'm like. I'm going to try to not make impulse I'm just going to go to Artist Alley, honestly. I'm just going to give all my money to Artist Alley because, I mean, these poor artists, I mean, they haven't been able to have conventions, and some 2021 conventions are already being canceled. I mean, Katsucon was just canceled, and I'm a little sad because there are content creators like Diet Shampoo. She does a bunch of con vlogs, guys. I rewatch every year. I think I'm about to rewatch again. I rewatch in July, June, July-ish, like around my birthday. I begin to rewatch, and I start rewatching around Christmas time again. And it's getting close, and she has so many vlogs, and I love her and her content. She's like the only YouTube videos. I put almost all my YouTube videos at 2x speed, even my own when I'm rewatching them. I'm like, 2x speed. And I don't rewatch my YouTube videos very often. I don't know. I haven't done it very often. This is a little bit more orange than I wanted it to be, but it's whatever. But they definitely will be making us wear masks. I know that. And I feel like they're going to have to do this way, like, 30 minutes. All right, this group, everyone file through the door. And then once all those, say, 100 people are gone, okay, everyone else, have a time. Or they're just going to say, fuck it, sardine. Those are the only, like, there's only a few options they could do. I feel like there's going to be a count, and once they're at that count, they're done kind of thing, and they're like, okay, we gotta wait, and then it's like, okay, this many people have left this many people in, and then, you got to make your time, like, make your amount of time worth it, and I think it's going to be a little bit harder to buy things, so I think I'm going to wait until, like, Saturday, like, between times that there's not like, panels that if I miss them, I'm not going to, like, cry about kind of thing. I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to highlight. Notice as well, my recommended YouTube thumbnails are always me making ugly faces. And I would like to know, do I just make ugly faces all the time? Or, perhaps, is that just what YouTube likes, is my dynamic face? I'm using the Too Faced highlighter. It's like a gold, like a nice little golden color. I do not support this brand anymore. I do want to let that be known. This is just a nice little, like, gold color, kind of, Sandshrew-like. And as we know, I'm trying to get rid of this highlighter, which it's flat now, guys. Wow. I think I'm going to actually finish a highlighter. No way, but I think I might do it. Which I want to do, like, I think next year for 2021, I want to do empties of the year. Like, I keep all, because I have, like, a drawer that I don't really put anything in. And I just want to keep all of my empties. And I want to, like, have a little notes app in my phone that says what I thought about each of these products and how many times I rebought it, how many times I used it, what colors did I buy of it. Because I just think that'd be really interesting. And, like, keeping a list of all the makeup that I bought in the year, how much it cost me, did I buy it on sale, where I bought it, what, like, I have so many ideas for content. Right now, I'm actually doing something that's a little silly, is I'm trying every cranberry juice flavor. I want to make a tier list of cranberry juice. I'm going to tell you guys my tier list of cranberry juice. Which, I don't know how the hell I'm going to edit that video, but you'll figure it out. Alright. now my face is done. Now it's time to work on my eyeballs. So, we always know, e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. I got a new one. Yay. I love when they're brand new. It's not brand new. I mean, it's like a... I think I opened it up in the last video, so... I've had it for 2 weeks now. Which this will be like the only eye primer I probably will buy the entire year. Like, oh, this is my... Because I do kind of want to see how many a year I go through when it comes to things like that. Because, I mean, that is a pretty entertaining thing to learn. How successful this is going to be. But we're going to try mixing 2 shades. So, I'm going to try to mix, oh god, here we go. This yellow shade and this shade. Because I need this yellow to be a little more muted for what I need. So, I'm just going to kind of dip back and forth a little bit. Then I'm going to tap on the outer, tap on the outer portion. It's still a little too yellow. Dang it! Dang it, dang it, dang it. It's okay. It's okay. It'll be okay. Alright, I'm going to mix back and forth again. Honestly, this yellow shade's going to be gone eventually. The rest of the palette's still going to be there. I literally don't use that yellow shade in, like, my personal looks. Because so many Pokemon have yellow in them. I just really kind of never noticed. Alright. And then there's a little bit of fallout. I just swiped that away. And then I'm going to take a little bit of yellow, but mostly the other shade. I'm going to kind of just pack it on to kind of get it a little more dense in the color. Because it is a little opaque right now. Just the tiniest bit opaque. Not opaque. Translucent. I want it to be opaque. I know what I mean. Don't you dare correct me. Rude. Watch yourself. What? Watch yourself. Can you guys see? Okay. Maybe a little bit. But it's like, maybe because I'm using concealer, but I like using a concealer. It works for me. Alright. It's being a little... There we go. It's a little bit better. Okay. Swipe off the excess. There we go. Yay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to my Sailor Moon ColourPop palette. I keep it in the actual box, and I keep the sleeve on it because I just, oh my god, I love this freaking palette. I love it so much. I want to buy the rest of the collection. I'm just holding off until I get my desk. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into shade Silver Millennium. Just gonna kind of get that on my finger. It's a beautiful shade, and it's so creamy. Oh my god, I love it. It's just... And I'm not putting any glitter primer down because, I mean, I want the color to still be there, but I don't need it to be as intense because Sandshrew is not a super intense Pokemon, but the idea is his belly is lighter than the rest of him, so my makeup is lighter in the middle than the rest because it's like if it was my belly, you know? But now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my little fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to actually grab the shade probably Twilight Flash in this palette just because it's here and opened and ready to go. And I'm going to just blend kind of the colors together to kind of, you know, have it be a little more cohesive and not so separate from each other. And I'm just going to now slightly swirl. There we go. Yay. going to do is I'm going to go back into the James Charles X Morphe palette. I'm going to take that yellow shade. I'm going to like tap it like twice. And then I'm going to work on just the very edge. Like just literally the edge. And then I'm going to take the other color and I'm going to tap into the yellow slightly, and I'm just going to pack on the other color mostly. Then I'm going to kind of blend it out here. So it has a little bit of yellow, but it's still a little kind of diluted, I guess you could say the word that I'm looking for is. Alright. And then I'm going to take on the inner portion of my eye. I'm going to grab a flat brush. I typically don't use a flat brush, I typically use my finger, but I want the placement to kind of be in a very particular way. I'm going to take it and, drop something on the ground. I'm going to just bring it just kind of really underneath, and then right like this. I don't want it to go any farther than that really. Then the excess I'm just going to pop right on my brow bone. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to put this on the other side. I'll be back after I do that. Alright, so I'm going to curl my lashes. Yeah, that's not a creepy smile. I was waiting for my phone to record. I just wasn't wanting to do its job. Alright, so now I'm going to curl my lashes. This curler I got from Dollar Tree. It's great. Love her. I'm going to count for like 10 seconds. Yeah. Alright, now I'm going to use the Mega Plush Maybelline mascara. Also, another video, it's going to take a while for it to like kind of come to fruition, is the Maybelline mascara tier list that I'm going to do, because I have an obsession with mascaras, and I think for Christmas, if I have any leftover money from what's it called? I just put myself in the eye. Like from certain things, after getting stuff I need to get, I'm gonna buy some more mascaras just so I can kind of get this video, you know, on the, you know, a little bit faster. Now I re-dipped in to do the bottom lashes because I don't know why, but apparently this brush only holds enough for one go. Or did I just have abnormally long bottom lashes? Which I have been told I have really long bottom lashes. Because they're about as long as my top lashes. Like if I just put mascara on them normally, and like don't do like any techniques where I like rub on the bottom. Which I really like that I have really long bottom lashes because it helps when I do cosplays. So I don't have to put bottom lash mascara on, or like lashes on. I can just like pinch my lashes together and just, you know, spider leg them. It helps a little bit. Alright, so now I'm going to curl the other side. Alright. And do I'm telling you guys right now, this mascara is not going to be very high on the tier list. I'll put it that way. It used to be my favorite in high school. Like really used to be my favorite. But I'm having some troubles with it now. That it just like, I always get tiny itty bitty black spots with it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what has changed. If it's me, if it's them, but I don't know. I'm going to do this bottom lash. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-dip into the bottle. And I always get the little bit off the end. And I'm going to take and hold my brush like this, and I'm just going to get these outer few lashes with mascara. Now, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Because I just like the way it looks. I like the look it gives me. I just feel it, you know. Alright, now I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm going to grab Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette, of course. Going to go into shade Cedar. As always, dip in a few times, then I'm going to take and I'm going to... Oh wait, I forgot to do something important. I had to clean my eyebrows off, forgot about that. Alright, well I can't do them right away. I need to do my lipstick, which I'm going to take the Sugar Rush Sugar Coat in shade Cupcake. And I'm going to put that on, but before I do that, I'm going to take the Carmax Comfort Care. I'm going to clean off my lips first. Then I'm going to take this. I'm going to just put it on because it's like thicker, but it'll like kind of dry down a little bit for me, at least personally. And I use a lot of Q-tips for a lot of things, but anyways. I use it to clean my brows off and my lips and all that stuff. Now I'm just going to apply this shade. It's like a My Lips But Better kind of shade. Apply a lot of it to my bottom lip and then just add kind of definition. There we go. Oh. Now I'm going to take and go into the highlighter, just brush my finger on it, and then right like that. Yay, now I can actually go to my eyebrows. So, go back to what I was doing, this shade Cedar in the Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette. Build out, you know, the, what are those called? Tails of my brow? That's what I was looking for. And then I will slowly move product inward. I will get, of course I'll get product on the out of it, but sure, whatever. Alright, now do this. Do the same thing on the other side. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Great Lashes Clear Mascara and use it to set my eyebrows. I've done this for a very, very, very long time. Since before I think I started doing my eyebrows right after I graduated from high school. You know, the time I should have been worrying about my eyebrows was in high school, because, you know, I used to fill them in and everything, I just would never set them. Because I thought, what's the point in setting your eyebrows? It's not like they come off anyways. I mean, mine never came off, but nobody ever got close to my eyebrows. And also, I mean, I worked in restaurants, but they were very cool and cold restaurants, so you didn't sweat. I don't know if you guys know this, but sweating makes eyebrows just go poof. What are eyebrows? Who is she? We don't know her. So, yeah. My eyebrows started disappearing when I started working in a lot hotter areas, and only time I was super warm was on the bus, and that was for like maybe 40 minutes at the longest, and then I would be home and I would work. The restaurant was very cool kept, and you know, the outside portion I didn't typically go to because there was like people that did that out there, and then I worked inside, and I had a lot of like health problems, and so like getting too warm would make me pass out. So they took me off that. But this is Sandshrew makeup. We're done. It's very nice, very natural, very fun, very funky, fresh. I sure hope I haven't done a look similar to this. If so, oh well, because I think something's eventually going to duplicate with my small collection and with my limited what I can and can't do. I plan on doing, for like certain Pokemon, a little more crazy, you know, out there makeup. Like, of course I will. Like, when I get to Vileplume, I'm so excited for Vileplume. You guys don't understand what I'm going to be doing for Vileplume. It's going to be crazy. So, definitely, that's really far away. But there's certain Pokemon that I'm going to go crazy for, like Zapdos, Articuno, you know, Moltres. Crazy. Mew and Mewtwo is going to be wild. You know, certain Pokemon are going to be a little more, you know, crazier than others because if I kind of like them a little bit more. Of course, I'm going to do it, like, you know, the whole Pidgey line was a little crazier than this. Also, I just wasn't feeling A1 today, but maybe I'll be feeling it. Which Sandslash is going to be crazy. I'm telling you right now. You guys are not going to expect what I'm going to do for Sandslash. It's going to be some good shit. It's going to be some really good shit. So make sure that you're here for Sandslash, because I have some ideas and some plans about what I'm going to do. I'm a little nervous because I don't know how well it's going to turn out, but I sure hope it turns out well, and it's going to be crazy, 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 but it's going to be fun. But, you know, there's certain Pokemon I'm a little more excited for than others, and they're just going to be great. And I think, I don't know, I have a few other plans for a few other series, but of course I gotta get through Gen 1 first, getting moved on other things, and we're only on 27 out of 151 Pokemon. So we got a lot to go. Make sure to subscribe, stay here for all of that, because, I mean, there's going to be a lot of content. It's going to be probably a couple of years before I can finish it all, except for, like, during school when I can, like, pump out, like, get a bunch more videos recorded, because when I'm not in school, I pretty much just record, like, any time I can, and when I don't have school, that's almost always. So I'm, like, recording a lot. I record a lot of content. And school's almost going to be out for a month, and I want to record a video a day. I know that's probably not going to happen because I'm going to have doubles on certain days at work. So pretty much any day that isn't a double, I will be recording. And so it's going to be a shit ton of content coming, and it's going to be just piled up. So if something ever happens, I have content ready to rock and freaking roll. So get ready, guys. I'll probably post twice a week instead when school's out for that 1 month. So instead of 4 videos a month, you guys will be getting 8 videos. Because math. You could double it. Anyways, be good people, do plenty of good things, drink plenty of water, say something nice to somebody, make their day, because it'll make yours. And subscribe, like, comment, dislike, leave a hate comment. I don't care. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. Let me know what I can do better. Let me know what I'm doing wonderful. Follow me on Instagram at ValkyAlley, same name here. Follow me on Twitch at ValkyAlley, same name here. Follow me at Twitter. It's at Mistress Cynical, but just type in ValkyAlley and I'll pop up still. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!